6th grade Excel, lesson 153, solving word problems involving division of mixed numbers. We have a studio audience. Say hello, everybody. Hi! Yeah, I got a whole bunch of people here. Blair wants to cut 8 pies, into fourths. How many pieces will there be? This problem is actually a division of fraction problem. You guys did it as multiplication before now. It's 8 pies divided into fourths, which comes out to 8 times 4 ones. You guys already know how to divide fractions. Flip and multiply, which is 32. There are 32 pieces because you have 4 pieces in each pie. 4 times 8 is 32. The circumference of Kate's bicycle tire, remember, circumference is the distance around. You get a lot of kids needing help on circle stuff. So circumference is here. That's pi times the diameter. Take the diameter, multiply it times 3.14 or 22/7. That'll tell you the distance around. Let's remind ourselves, how do we find the area of a circle? Everybody? Pi r squared, right? That's where you take the radius of the circle, square it, not multiply it by 2. Square it. That means multiply it by itself, right? Multiply it by itself and then multiply that times 3.14 to find the area of the circle. But anyway, the circumference of Kate's bicycle tire is 4 1/3 feet. That means 4 1/3 feet around the tire. How many times will the tire go around if she travels 200 feet? So here's 200 feet. Let's just pretend like it goes from here to here. And this bicycle tire is going to be spinning like this, right? It's going to spin 1 time around to go 4 1/3 feet. Does that make sense to you? Because the circumference, if it's 4 1/3 feet, it's going to take 1 trip around to get from here to here, 4 1/3 feet. But we want to know how many times is it going to spin to go 200 feet. That's actually a division problem. I'm taking the 200 feet and I'm dividing it by 4 1/3. How do I do that? I change it to 200 or 201s divided by 13/3, which means 4 1/3 is being converted into an improper fraction, right? And then I have to flip and multiply. Flip the 13/3, get 613ths, and 13 goes into 646 times, remainder 2. 46 2/13 times around. It's going to go as it's on its way to that 200 feet. All right, I'm going to have you go ahead and try this first one by yourself, number 2. It's kind of a tricky one, but give it a shot and then turn on the video when you're ready to see the solution. Okay, studio audience, here we go. Paul's stride, that means how far you step, is 2.5 feet. How many steps will he have taken after walking 20 feet? What kind of a problem is this? Wait a minute. What was the first page telling us? Solving word problems using division of mixed numbers. So what kind of a problem is this? Division. And think about it. You guys should be able to figure that out. If he's going to go 20 feet and he's going to take steps, and we want to know how many steps he's going to take, aren't I dividing this distance up into his steps? What if he just stepped 2 feet every time? How many steps would he take? 10, right? Because he'd go 2, 4, 6, 8 until he got to 20. So he'd be taking 10 steps. 20 divided by 2 is 10. But we're not dividing by 2. We're dividing by 2.5. So tell me my problem.
20 divided by 2.5.
Good. Okay, so let's change this into an improper fraction. 20 over 1 divided by 5 over 2. Good, we got some 4th graders able to do this. Now, can I divide fractions?
No.
What do I have to do?
Yes.
No dividing of fractions. 20 over 1 times 2/5, right? We've got to flip and multiply. Okay, can I reduce any of this?
Yes.
The 2 and the 20, can I reduce the 2 and the 20? No, because those are not diagonally from each other, right? How about the 20 and the 5? Yes. 20 becomes 4, 5 becomes 1. What's the answer? 8. 8 ones or 8? 8 what?
Steps.
How many steps? Not feet. Feet would be the wrong answer. How many steps will he have taken after walking 20 feet? It's going to take 8 steps, not 8 feet. All right, here's another one. Pause the video, try this one, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. All right, studio audience, help me out now. Lola wants to cut a 40-foot board into 2 2/3 foot long pieces. How many pieces will she get? What if he was cutting a 40-foot board into 2-foot pieces? How many pieces would he get? 20 pieces. And how did you get that? 40 and 2. How did you get the 20? Divide. 40 divided by 2 is 20, right? So we're going to do the same thing here. Tell me the problem. 40 divided by 2 2/3. Good. Which is the same thing as 40 divided by 8/3, right? 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2 is 8. 8/3. Can I do it like that? No. 40, help me out, over 1 times 3/8. Can I cross reduce that?
Yes.
40 and 8 can be divided by?
5.
No. 8. 40 divided by 8 is?
5.
8 divided by 8?
1.
What's the answer?
15 over 1.
15 what?
Pieces.
Pieces. How many pieces? 15 pieces. The board's cut into 15 pieces. Each one is 2 2/3 foot long. Altogether, that's 40 feet. Right, number 4, here's your last one. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Alec has 10.5 pounds of sugar that he wants to put into 5 sacks. How much sugar will be in each sack? What kind of a problem is this? Division, okay? So, now this one, what are you starting with? Are you starting with 5 sacks and dividing that by 10.5 pounds?
No.
Or are you dividing with the 10.5 pounds and dividing it into 5 places?
Yes.
Yeah, so what's my division problem for this? A little bit trickier. 10 and 1/2 divided by 5. Okay, help me to rewrite this. Come on.
21 over 2.
Good. Divided by 5 over 1. Okay, let's rewrite it again.
21 over 2 divided by
What?
5
Times 1/5. Okay, can I cross reduce this?
Yes. No.
21 and 5, 1 and 2? I don't think so. 21 times 1?
10.
2 times 5?
10.
Okay, this is equal to?
2 and 1/10.
What?
Sugar. Sacks.
How much sugar?
Pounds.
How much sugar? 2 1/10 sugars? Pounds. There we go. 2 1/10 pounds in each sack. All right, thanks for watching.